Hey, welcome back everybody. It's another great week at the Abbey. Gabrielle is shooting this video and she was a little concerned about the sound behind me. So right now you might be hearing some music, you might be hearing some construction, you might be hearing athletes on the field, and I'm really happy about that. When I've done these before, it's been like a ghost town, and now that everybody's back and there's life on campus, those extra sounds you may be hearing are just signs that good things are happening. Speaking of good things happening, this week there was an official signing of the lease agreement between Carmount Health System, the hospital, and Belmont Abbey. And so that was kind of an official, to make it official, and that means that starts the path rolling towards actual construction, which I believe is to be completed sometime either at the end of 2022 or sometime into the beginning of 2023. So it's just a great day, and it's just a wonderful partnership, and as we've talked about it before, I'm just really excited about all the possibilities that come with that. Another great piece of news is that our accreditation agency, it's called SACS, the initials for the Southern Associations of Colleges and Schools. Basically, I got word yesterday that officially the board voted on our full accreditation with no findings. And when you hear no findings, you might think, well, of course, you shouldn't have any findings. But in fact, that is really unusual. Most schools have some findings, even though they get reaccredited, and then they got to go, fix those findings. We had zero findings. And I was even told yesterday when I was talking to the vice president that works with us from SACS that that was really a remarkable accomplishment and a tribute to everybody here. So I want to especially thank Karen Price, who led that effort in terms of reaccreditation. She is meticulous and attention to every detail possible, but obviously she couldn't have done it alone. It took the faculty and the staff and the administration. It took everybody to come together in a way to make that accreditation go as well as it went. So I just want to thank everybody for doing everything they've done to make that possible. In addition, some other things SACS related. We've also are in the process right now, and I've kind of alluded to this before, but we're formally now in the process of applying for our level change to be able to offer master's degrees. And to me, that's an exciting, in a sense, improvement and a movement forward. Our rankings continue to improve sort of nationally and regionally. And so I'm hoping that by 2022, we will then be officially able to offer master's programs at the Abbey. One last thing related to SACS accreditation, we got word also this week that officially the health informatics major has been accepted, and we're ready to go with that. And so again, these are all just wonderful, exciting things, and I can't say enough about everybody that has worked so hard to make those happen. I guess that leads me, when we're talking about health informatics, leads me into COVID. We're always talking about COVID, and it seems to occupy everybody's minds and time with everything that we have going. We've done well. This week we maybe had a little bit of an uptick, but the good news is I think we have 10 people being cleared today. That means they've gone through at least the 10-day window after being tested. They have no symptoms, so they'll be actually released. They're good to go. And my understanding is we have another 15 coming off this Saturday. So not only have we probably stabilized the number, we may have actually dropped down a little bit, which is good news. I'd like to keep it going that way, so I'll just put out my plea to you now. This is Labor Day weekend, and I gotta figure there's events going on Labor Day weekend. There's gotta be some things on the lake and the river and maybe the Whitewater Center and some other places. But I'm asking everybody to please, please, please stay diligent, stay responsible, make sure that we're all doing the mask, doing the distancing. And I say that because the only reason we've had the cases we've had so far is that we had one day. That was the result of 2 off-campus parties. We had one day where we had 24 positive cases about 2 weeks ago. So here's what's going to happen. If we do well this weekend, by Thursday of next week, we'll probably still be either level or dropping back down. If not, we're going to see probably another big uptick. And that uptick is a real challenge to the community. I want to thank the volunteerism here is amazing, how everybody just jumps in. Nobody balks, nobody complains, nobody says, oh, well, do I have to do that? I mean, we have students and coaches and faculty, staff, the police department, administrators. Everybody has just jumped in where they're needed. So because we had, people needing to be quarantined just out of, caution, plus you have your isolated, positive cases. So that means the meals have to be staged and packed and delivered and so forth. And everybody has volunteered and is working to do that in terms of delivering the meals. I know there's been some challenges and bumps with that, and you know, we just got to accept that that's going to be part of working through this. But I just am so appreciative of everybody's willingness to accept, you know, where we are, and that, yeah, when challenges happen, we're going to find solutions. I mean, every morning there's a COVID-19 task force that meets to talk about what things have just come up, what can we do to improve upon those, and they act on them immediately. So these aren't things that take a long time to see change. But it is a tribute to the community here that we've done as well as we've done. But I jump back to the weekend. If this weekend everybody can just have a good time, but do the distancing, wear the masks, wash the hands, do all the things that we know at least kind of mitigate or sort of minimize the spread of COVID, it's going to continue to move in a great direction, which means our quarantines go down. And anybody that's been quarantined will tell you it's not a great thing to be quarantined, right? I mean, nobody wants to be in their room. So if we don't have the quarantines, everybody's on campus and we're all doing our thing. So I'm asking you to really think about that and to work together to make that happen. Athletics, juggernaut, just moving forward. It's exciting to see all that they're doing. I think it's starting on either September 17th or 18th. Will be the first competitions, and then going forward for the rest of the fall, it's going to be every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. There's going to be competitions. They're going to be live streamed. You know, it's kind of exciting to me. Actually, we're jumping a level because I don't think we could do that before, and we're now doing it. You know, Brooks Ledger, others have made this possible with all their good work. So I'm excited about athletics getting started. I'm out here right now. You can't see it, but I see some people over there playing lacrosse. If I go over here, I just saw the softball team. Maybe they just left the field. I know on the baseball field, if you heard that music, that's because they were warming up over there. So it's just great to see life out on campus. People are working, training, they're going to school. It's really just been wonderful to see what's happening in that regard. Speaking of which, as I look back there, you can see the white tents. Now, I don't know if this is like one of those, you know, can you tell the difference in a shot? A few weeks ago, if you saw some of the photos, you saw navy blue tents. And I remember telling you those were temporary. We now have our official, these are our tents, they're white, and they're going to stay up probably for a while. But it's great to see them on campus, and it gives students a chance to just hang out and be able to, you know, be social and be together. Of course, distancing. But also gives coaches a chance to sit down with their athletes when they're here in terms of, you know, team meetings, that kind of thing. We have them around campus. We have classes outside under the tents. We have meals under the tents. So it's really been, you know, wonderful. And then also, I don't know if I'm blocking the view here, but if you can see the construction maybe over my shoulder or back past the tents here, I'm stepping out of frame. You can see they're already up to the 5th floor, and they have, you know, the brick going. I was inside the other day, walked through it, and it's shaped. I mean, I can see where all the rooms are. I can see the common area. It looks pretty nice. I mean, there's a huge common area that's going to be right off of these rooms, and then as you go down the hall on the other side, there's a large table bar area that's maybe 4 or 5 feet wide and probably at least 20 feet long. There's going to be stools on the other side of it. It's going to be a place for people to get together. So, you know, downstairs on the 1st floor, I saw where the classrooms are already, you know, shaped and done. Faculty offices. I saw a student lounge, kind of study space. There's kind of a canteen or coffee area that's going to be on the end. I think it'll even have a patio going out into it. So it's really taking shape. It's looking good, which then leads obviously to the temporary housing. As I told you last time, one of our challenges was in the inspector's office. They got hit by COVID, and they lost a lot of their people for a period of time. And so I think they only had 4 inspectors trying to do something like, 180, inspection sites. So it really slowed down the process. But the good news is yesterday we actually got the permits to finish the work, the final work that needed to be done, that couldn't be done until we had those permits. And so I'm hoping we're getting close. I know I've been saying that for a while, but I'd say to you, we are looking very close. When this work gets done, the final inspection will take place, maybe at the end of this week, the beginning of next week. And so that's at least moving forward. And I guess the final thing I'd just like to say is a special thanks to the faculty. I mentioned them with the accreditation and all they did, but I also want to mention them again. I know everybody has been so accommodating and flexible with everything from, the meals to the classrooms to, working out to all the things that we've tried to do. But I especially want to thank the faculty. There have been no complaints, just the opposite. The people have been can do, we'll figure it out. Everybody's got a positive attitude. And there's some real, challenges that our professors had to take on. For example, some classes, they have in person, but they're also maybe have a few people that need to be remote. And so right now they're also doing the Zoom while they have an in-person class. And so they're juggling, remote and in person at the same time. And everybody's just working, everybody's making it happen. And so just a special thanks to the faculty for all they've done to make this possible and to move us forward. So again, I'm just seeing positive, good things happening. Yes, we got challenges, but I tell you, with the way I have seen people jump in, volunteer, help, be flexible, find the ways to get things done, I am more confident than ever and more hopeful that we're going to get right through this, and it's just going to get better as time goes on. So again, great sharing this with you, and I hope to see you around sometime soon. So until then, take care and God bless.